see where it goes. Even in the past, talk to Dave, find comments even we can afford if any of these things can be brought back, because we're probably going to be voting another assessment, and I'd like to vote it higher. I'm not in favor of, we tried to compromise, and the shenanigans that were occurring last night, I'm ready to go 10 to the toe.
I have a question. Glenn, you were there, and there were a lot of, all of it was Rehoboth citizens. So essentially if you disagree with how government works in Rehoboth, referencing is that shenanigans and other degrading comments, you were a guest at that meeting. So to sit here tonight, if we're going to talk constructive, let's talk constructive.
Okay, so
to sit here, and I'm not going to delve any further, but to refer to them shenanigans, and early in the season, I heard you even refer to people as snakes. This is not the way you approach how we run as a school committee. We have to be at the highest level. We can't sit here and try to influence other governments, Rehoboth or Dayton, individually. We are a committee who comes up with an assessment. We approve a budget that then the town gets the assessment. But to be sitting there and using these critical names of people, I think that is totally uncalled for. You're a smart guy, but you destroy a lot of that when you come across with that attitude. Please.
So, Judge, I'll make a comment. So Mrs. Q, I mean, give that guy as much respect, and he nailed it right on the floor last night. And you're going to tell me that stuff wasn't pre-planned? You're going to tell me that stuff wasn't pre-planned, and I'll go eat a pile of shit outside. I mean, that was.
Do you have your soap?
Yeah, go get a pile. What I'm saying.
Do you have your soap?
So.
This whole thing is turning into something crazy.
No, but I'm saying, what I'm trying to explain here is, if that wasn't pre-planned, and as the moderator pointed out, every other year in the past, we've not been objected to presenting our number, and they tried to stop it. Well,
I'm sitting here as a school committee member. When you're asking me questions about something that might have been planned, I don't know what was planned or not. I'm sitting in that audience as a school committee member. And if you noticed, I didn't even sit at the table with the finance committee when it was with respect to the budget, the school budget. I didn't sit there at all. So you're asking questions of me as if I don't know the answer.
No, I didn't ask questions, but I'm saying, like, you didn't find it weird that all of a sudden the new town administrator was point of order, you can't do that, and the article was conveniently written in a certain way. New information.
I will make a comment. Who made the comment? It was the lawyer that made the comment.
No, it was the town administrator that made the comment, and then the lawyer got up, and then I'll give Mr. Q every credit. He kind of made the lawyer look dumbfounded. He said, Mr. Talman, every year past this has been allowed. Why all of a sudden now do you think we can't do it? And Mr. Q, he said, he goes, so look good for him. I mean, that's why I was one of the best teachers the school saw. Give him credit, and again, the people haven't voted on it, and I have a feeling, unless people get vocal, and I'm actually glad it didn't come to a vote, because it gives us 2 weeks to try and get people aware of what's going on. I think a lot of people saw what was going on, and if it doesn't pass, you got 10 people to fall back to. So I'm ready, like I said, when we go assessment up, I'm bringing this up because I think people should start. We tried compromising, Judge, and as Dr. Azar pointed out, his thing when he said it, this was the first year where we weren't invited at all to try and collaborate. And I've talked to you. You can't deny that I said we should try working together. There was no collaboration on that side this year.
If you want to get in and open all this up, is that what I'm not going to ask the school committee, because this shouldn't be between you and myself. Do you want me to get into this tonight? I'm asking the school committee members.
I don't think we need to keep this going like we have.
I agree with you.
In the past, the school committee has worked so well together. Now it's this back and forth bickering all the time, and it just isn't enjoyable.
I agree. We can't sit there and tear each other town apart. Each government, Dayton is a town that has people, citizens, kids that come to the school. Rehoboth has parents, kids that come to the school. We're two towns that are joined. To sit here and be critical and call people names and referencing names, it doesn't accomplish much at all.
Call anyone names, I just said shenanigans. I did not call
No,
anyone.
you
I'm
call
just gonna bring it
people
back,
that.
I'm just gonna bring it back, just so you know, I did have a conversation with the Dayton FinCom chair and asked them if the Dayton was still capable to support the 1.32% budget that was voted on 4/23, the amount of $10,755,268. And that is, sorry, 10 million, that is the, I'm taking from Mr. Peebles. That is in their current proposal to put in front of annual town meeting, and they feel that they can fully support that amount of money. Just to give you a baseline to which to go from. Going up would not be an option that they could explore at this point. Yeah, I'll get confirmation from them.
Well, I talked to him before the meeting, but I'm saying it's $20,000 to $25,000 isn't going to break the town's bank. That's what I'm just,
All right, the last thing we have on here is the donation. I don't know unless there's more. I mean, I'm going in circles forever.
no one has any comment. I mean,
There's plenty to talk about, but.
talk about it. I mean, that's the thing. We need to be prepared on what's going to happen.
So, when you look at problems and try to tackle something, you gotta start with the end in mind. When we're talking here, you're never gonna get to the end, because we're talking ourselves in circles. So if we talk about organizational leadership, and we talk, I talk about, hey, it's about a people organization, leading people that work here and the students, that we, the faculty, staff, teach, mentor, and educate. Start with the end in mind, and figure out how you're gonna get there. This back and forth between you guys is not gonna get us anywhere. And I like both of you, but you're going down the wrong road. You're never gonna get anything done. You can disagree all you want to the end of the earth, but until you bury the hatchet and figure out how to talk, there are definitely differences between the towns. No qualms about it. Dayton can fully fund it. We met with the FinCom. We met with them. They had questions for us. Dr. Azar answered. We answered a couple questions. We walked out of there feeling pretty confident. They said they'd get back to us, and now they can. That didn't happen on the other side. And I personally would be more than willing to talk about that 0.75 or whatever it was we looked at last night if Rehoboth had sat down and the FinCom had an honest conversation with us. So there's differences there for sure. But this back and forth isn't going to get us anywhere, and all it's going to do is make it worse. That's all I have to say. If we want to move on, we got to move on.
I agree. I don't think we should talk any more about this budget until we have vote from Rehoboth or someone. I agree. I think being at that meeting last night was incredibly frustrating. There's definitely different approaches from the towns. I don't agree with the way that Rehoboth handled things, and that's going to put it nicely.
Sorry, I can't.
Okay.
I don't think I'll take the wrong way. We're not going to get it.
Yeah, I'm going to put it nicely. I don't agree with the way they handle things. It's just not the way I would handle things, I guess. From the way they wrote things in the warrant, to not including us, to asking us to, or suggesting, I guess I don't know exactly what happened, having that meeting last night and wasting our time. I mean, we all had families last night. I had my kids literally begging me to stay home tonight, and that's heartbreaking as a mother, to have your kids say, don't they realize you have families? The exact words out of my daughter's mouth for having 2 meetings in a row. And there's a CPAC meeting on Thursday, and we have so many meetings, and the fact that they asked us to have that last night, and hearing my daughter say that today was heartbreaking. So, very frustrated. So I'm not willing to talk about this budget unless Rehoboth does something, and then we can have a real conversation about what to do next and how to move forward as a group and have a real productive conversation.
And that's the problem. There is no productive conversation on how to compromise or collaborate or anything because it's too adversarial. It's just, you can't even
I'm trying to
forward in
I'm
a
trying to be like glass half full productive, glass half full productive.
It's been 7 years.
I'm trying to be glass half full.
Got to count their days.
I'm not, I mean, you guys know, I'm not willing, I do not want to do the 1.75, so I'm really not.
Kathy, could we move on to our donation?
I think that's all.